have no idea what caused the flight to be canceled. So mind you, I am hungover in Gimpo Airport in Seoul, injured shoulder from a car accident. I got work the next morning and my flight home is canceled to Jeju. That was not fun. What's up, eyelashes? Ugh. What's up, idols? It's Cece Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I'm going to do 2 story times. 오늘 두 개 이야기 할래? Sure. So these stories are gonna be one about the club and one about being ghosted. 2 things I'm experts at this point. Also, I am going to be doing a giveaway. So if you want to find out more about how to get this beauty and the goodies, you gotta stay tuned to the end because that's when I'm gonna announce the rules. Also, I want to plug my membership a little bit again because I do channel memberships now. So you can have access to our Discord chat, you get exclusive videos. Now that the air is finally a little bit clear here, I'm gonna do the Blood, Sweat, Tears choreography in a few days and I upload that to members only. Also, usually on weekends, we had our first run last weekend where we did a bit of Korean practice. So I was able to help people learn how to write their names in Hangul and introduce themselves and stuff like that. So if you're interested in practicing Korean with me and other people who are also practicing Korean, the Discord chat, exclusive videos, also their names are in the closing credits and the outro of all my videos from now on. So if you want to be there, then consider joining the membership. It's 99 cents a month. And for those who like literally can't, I totally understand. So if you could just leave a like, leave a comment, support your girl, always appreciate it. So which story should I do first? I'll do the ghosting one first because the clubbing one's a little bit more interesting. So I'm gonna make y'all wait. So this was like December of 2018. And there was this subscriber. I'm sure she had all the good intentions in the world. I'm sure she meant well. She tried to match me up, I guess, with another guy she saw on YouTube. We knew some mutual people, so I thought it was kind of cool because he knew people I wanted to get to know, but we also knew a lot of the same people. She DM'd me on Instagram and she left his Instagram handle and it was like, yo, you should message him, check it out. And she did the same thing to him. Like she gave him my IG handle and stuff too. So I was just like, why not? And I did see his picture. He was kind of cute. But like I said, also he knew a lot of YouTubers that I was trying to get to know too because I want to connect. And I've been dying to do more collaborations, especially at that point because I had just started. I messaged him because I always end up sending the first message when it comes to meeting people, especially guys. And he said, yeah, I got the same message, haha, kind of crazy, right? And this was probably like a week before Christmas where he told me what station to meet him at. Because when you get to Korea, you'll notice that usually you don't give them like the direct address to your home. You just like, meet me at this station. And they can just pick you up there and y'all can go where you're going together that way. It's a lot safer too. He stood out because he's very tall. He was, I think, half white and half Korean, but he was really tall, looked like a foreigner, so he stood out. I was like, there he is. So he was just like, yeah, we're gonna head over to our studio real quick. I'm like, studio? And it was suspect, I'm not gonna lie. It was down a dark alley a little bit, you know, had a few residential lights, and I was just like, where are we going? But I kept going anyway, because in Korea, I just felt safer. I didn't really worry about too much of that stuff. So I get in there, very much under construction, renovation. You know those like sound absorbing pads that people put on the walls and stuff? That was like on the floor and partially on the walls. There was like paint everywhere. Like clearly it was new and they were just getting situated. So he had to do some editing or he had to do something on the computer before we went out after that. So I just kind of sat there, we talked about my channel. And he said, yeah, I've been waiting for us to meet and then I was gonna watch your videos. I'm like, don't watch them in front of me. Like, no, please don't do that. He did it anyway. He's reading the comments and stuff and I'm just like, oh my God, this is so awkward. And honestly, I didn't know how old he was yet, but once I found out how old he was, I knew this wasn't gonna go anywhere. I was 25 and he was like 20 or 21. I was like, oh, this is nothing. This is maybe a friend. At least I'll have a new friend. Honestly, in Korea, I craved meeting friends. Like, all the friends I made were from teachers or clubbing and they came and went. So I was just looking to make friends. And that was one of the reasons I think my self-esteem was pretty low in Korea because I started to feel like, am I just not worth getting to know because these people just come and go out of my lives? Like they're like, yo, let's meet up, and then I never hear from them again. I liked how things were going. Like I was like, all right, you know, we might get to know some of the same people. Networking, this is networking, this is what I need to do. So then we went to a cafe because Koreans love their cafes. And like I said, because he was a baby, I wasn't expecting him to buy my drink for me, but he kind of like rushed in front to, I was like, okay, thank you, like, okay. Yeah, so we sat down and talked pretty much like exclusively about South Park.
Even if other people don't really want you to, true girl, you know it's true.
Which is great because I freaking love South Park. After that, he got like a text or a phone call from one of his friends saying that they were eating in Sichuan. It's like a station away from Hongdae station, so it was in that area. And he was like, yeah, my friends are eating dinner, you want to join us? And I was like, oh, great. The introvert in me was dying because I'm like, more people, great, love meeting new people. So I agreed, because that's always like a part of my New Year's resolution, to not be so shy, to try to put myself out there more and talk to people. We got in a taxi, headed over there, and they were cool friends. Of course, I was the oldest person. I'm Nuna and Uni to all these people here. There was a girl, she was like really artsy and like stylish. Like she had like ash blue hair, like netting, and so she was cute. And there was another guy, I don't remember that much about him, to be honest. You know, we're eating, I think I had budae because y'all, army stew is everything. So the reason it's called army stew, by the way, is because during the Korean War, history lesson a little bit, they would just put whatever they could find in this stew. Like the soldiers were struggling, so it would have sausages, spam, ramen, corn, all sorts of just random ingredients. Like throw the kimchi in there too. And it was called army stew, so it's budae jjigae. It's very good. So we ate there, had a couple shots and everything, and then they were like, yo, karaoke. I never turned down a good noraebang. Went straight to karaoke. It was, you know, the girl, she was a really good singer. The other guy, again, I don't really remember what he did, but the guy I was meeting up with, he was like rapping, had this rapper energy. And I believe I have that from Instagram. And I remember, this is when I realized he was a good one. Like, he was cool. It was rap lyrics, and it had the N-word in there, and he censored himself.
I appreciate you.
Here's a tip to my non-black idols out there. If you want to just earn respect points by black people, if you just omit the N-word in a song and mute yourself, don't do that, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but it's in a song, so what's the big deal? If you can mute yourself, respect. So he did that, and I was cringing because I know the song. I was like, oh, it's coming up, please. I'm the only black person here. So yeah, after that, the girl had to leave. I think she had like class in the morning or something. So then we kind of just walked around, I think Sichuan some more. And there's this really cool store called Playground where they have like oversized urban wear where it's like flannels that are long. It has like a vintage appeal to it. I love that store. So I walked around with them too as they did some shopping. He's like, yo, what about this bucket hat and these glasses? And it was like, it's December and you're buying sunglasses? Then they put me in a taxi. Like they called one for me, and then I went on my merry way. And that is actually the last time I saw him in person. Like we still messaged on Instagram back and forth for a few weeks, but we just never met up again. We tried, or I tried, I guess he didn't. I was like, yo, what are you doing this weekend? And we canceled plans a lot. Plans were always canceled. Like, oh, I overslept, I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta work, I'm sorry. Which it happens, but this was also around the time where I was out of work because my contract had ended like mid-January 2019. So I had like several weeks of just doing me, which was great because I got my exit allowance. I was staying with my friend in Seoul because I never lived in Seoul. I only like visited on weekends, which I'm gonna get more into the drunk story time coming up soon. I had all the free time in the world. All my friends were working still because they were renewing and everything. And I was just like, I'm bored. Somebody play with me. I was just like, hey, you wanna do something? Hey, you wanna go somewhere? Hey, let's film something. It never worked out. There was this one night in particular where we were all supposed to go do hookah together. I had never done hookah before, and this is still only the one time that I ever done it. I didn't like it. So this was in mid-January in Itaewon, and we did hookah. I had my first Henny because I was like, Henny is the black liquor apparently. I've never had it before, so let me see what the hype is. It was okay. He was supposed to join us that night. He didn't. If you guys saw my
That's all, folks.
New Year's Seoul vlog that I did when I'm like trying on clothes in Myeongdong, and I think I posted on Instagram though. But I was like, oh, I wish I could, I think I said something corny, like, I wish I could kiss the boy that I like, no such luck. He was the boy I was referring to. There was this one time where we set up to meet, like, I think it was like 1 p.m. And then I was like, so, see you soon? Never heard from him. And I was like, or not. A few hours later, he said, yeah, my bad, I overslept or something. So I was like, all right, this is it. Like, after I got back to America, that's when I saw that he unfollowed me, so I unfollowed him. And that was the end of that. But the mutual YouTuber that we knew, she kind of was like, yeah, he's a child, like, don't worry about it. He's a little iffy. And I was like, I totally get that. But I felt bad though, because the subscriber who like was like, oh, you guys should talk and hang out, she felt so bad. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry you wasted your time. I was like, dude, trust me, it is no big deal. It's totally fine. It's just a funny story that I was going through my archives on my Instagram story, and I remembered the karaoke room, and I was like, he's a rapper, who is this? And I was like, oh, and I completely forgot about that whole situation. So that was yet another time I ended up ghosted in Korea. I could write a novel at this point. Yeah. So if you made it this far in a video, comment he's a phantom down below. Danny Phantom.
He's a phantom.
So this next story I'm going to tell you guys about is the first time I was hungover while clubbing in Seoul. This was earlier. This was like December of 2017 actually. Remember when I said that I never lived in Seoul? I used to go back and forth on the weekends. This is when I lived in Jeju. So I used to fly to Seoul on the weekends to meet up with my friends. No matter where we were on the peninsula, because you had people who worked in Gangwon-do, Jeollanam, Jeollabu, Chungnam, Jeju, and we all made our way, congregated in Seoul to turn up on the weekends. This one weekend in particular, there was this boy. I never met him before, but the 3 girls in this story loved him. They're like, he's such a sweetheart, he's so much fun, he's so cute. They were just gassing him up. He's like, he's the nicest guy, you're gonna love him. I'm like, we'll see. I finally meet him. Again, I get why they called him baby. He was born in like 96. So I was like, oh yeah, you're young as well. And he spent time in Florida, so he was fluent in English. Always Florida, a Florida man. This is the first night I met him, but the 3 girls I'm with all met him. And he actually went on to become one of my friend's ex-boyfriends. He cheated on her, and we found out on my birthday, and it ruined my birthday. That's another story. Let me know in the comments if y'all want that one. Just ruined our whole night of clubbing. Everybody split up, people were crying. I'm like, but it's my birthday. So yeah, he was, I guess, trying to be hospitable, so he kept buying drinks, buying shots. Now me, I'm not too well at turning down a good lemon drop. So he was like, huh? I'm like, 감사합니다. We went to Sabo, of course. We're always at Sabotage. He actually did like club promotions and stuff, so he knew people. He's like, hey, so I think I can get us in Madaholic, because Madaholic is a really lit club in Hongdae, but it's like 20,000 won, like 17 bucks US, and it's only free after 6 a.m. But at 6 a.m. that's when I want to go to sleep. Normally they would try to stay out later and just wait till it's free, but he's like, yeah, actually I can get us in for free. So we did that. Honestly, this is like the first time in my life, actually second, 21st birthday too. So the second time in my life where I literally don't remember getting home. The thing is, we normally went to the same guest house in Hongdae. Like the guy was really cool. We would just hit him up on Kakao, like, hey, we need 3 beds this weekend. He's like, say no mo. And we hand him cash when we get there, and it was smooth. Like, we didn't have to go online and book it. We could just ask him, got 3 beds available? He was really cool, and he would like sit in the living room with us and talk about his plans and what are you guys doing this weekend? Oh, same as last weekend. Dude, our weekends really were Control V, Control C. So after a while I'm like, can we do something else? But I guess now looking back, it's kind of fun to have all these stories to share with you guys, because all we did was club. So at some point we walked back. I don't remember anything. I remember waking up with my hair tied back, and I'm like laying on the table in like the common space, just like, because they're like, Isis, it's time to check out. It's like 11 a.m. And I was like, who tied my hair back? Like, apparently I threw up. Oops. I felt awful, but what was worse is knowing I had to get on a plane to go home to Jeju and teach the next day. So then, you know, I got my long padding. I don't want to be touched or bothered. I'm just like, they're like, yo, we gotta sober you up a little bit. Cause I had like a few hours to kill before my flight. Now my friends, they could just take any old bus to their towns because they could just pick any bus time. But if I had a flight, I had to book it in advance and all that stuff. So they were like, oh, you know, we'll hang out with you, kill some time with you so you don't have to wander alone. We tried to get me some soup and stuff because Korea is really good with like hangover soups and like recovery stuff for drinking. They have little drinks for it. And this was my first time experimenting with it because I normally don't drink a lot. Like I just can't. Usually when I drink too much, I get to a point where I just feel sick. Like I don't feel like dizzy or just or drunk. I literally feel like I just have the flu or something. Like my stomach just hurts really bad and I want to go to sleep after I throw up. I don't know what kept me going that night. After a while, we were sitting at the restaurant. I'm just like, nothing's working. I finally got close enough to my departure time where I could get in the taxi, head to the airport. And it's funny, I've spent 23 years of my life living in America, no car accidents. I've never been in a car accident. I was in Korea for 2 years and I got in 2 car accidents. This was one of them. The first time I was on a bus going to work and we were crossing Mount Hallasan in Jeju and a car like hit the back of the bus and it spun out and kept going. We had to pull over, wait for another bus to pick us up. I told my mentor teacher I'm gonna be late because I was in a car accident. She said, how late will you be? She didn't ask if I was okay. I'm still bitter, clearly. This case, I was in a taxi and I was heading to Gimpo Airport. I don't know what the driver was doing. He wasn't paying attention when he tried to get over into the right lane and there was a car there, hit the side. And I mean, it wasn't like major or anything. I just kind of hurt my shoulder a little bit because it banged up. Now mind you, I'm hungover. We were just in a car accident and I don't want to miss my flight. So the taxi driver kept telling me,
기다려주세요. 잠깐만 기다려주세요.
Like telling me to wait please. And I was like, 비행기, because I don't know Korean. I'm like, 비행기, 시간이 없어요. 집에 가요. 지금 집에 가요. 빨리. Like I have to go. So I got in another taxi. I don't know whatever happened with him. He just kind of pulled over on the side of the road, hands on his hips, like just cursing the situation. So I flagged down another taxi, holding my arm and I'm hungover. And I get to the airport finally, only to find out all the flights to Jeju are canceled.
Don't think about it too much.
And to this day, I still don't know why. It wasn't like typhoon season or anything because it was winter. I don't know. The weather was nice. It was sunny and clear. It was cold, but it was sunny and clear. So I still have no idea what caused the flight to be canceled. So mind you, I am hungover in Gimpo Airport in Seoul. Injured shoulder from a car accident. I got work the next morning and my flight home is canceled to Jeju. That was not fun. The cool thing is in Korean airports, a lot of them do speak some English, but she couldn't speak enough to explain to me the situation, so I did not understand what was going on. So I went on booking.com because I was like my go-to, and I found the closest guest house like to the airport or hostel. Now luckily it was Sunday, so people were like checking out to go back to work and school. It was like 4 bunk beds in this room and I was the only one in this whole room, so that was great. It was quiet, I could finally sleep. I just propped my phone up and it was probably like 4 or 5 p.m. by this point when I finally got some sleep. And then I woke up at like 2 or 3 a.m. I felt a lot better, but still not quite there. And my flight, I booked the earliest possible flight for the next day, which is like 6:15 a.m. Now mind you, I gotta work in a few hours, so I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Luckily though, it wasn't uncommon for traffic to cause me to be a little bit late to work because I lived in Jeju City, but I worked in Seoul, so it's from northern Jeju to southern Jeju. Having to cross Mount Hallasan, there's a lot of high school students, the mountains get icy and snowy. So I used to be like 10 minutes late or so they fully understood. So I set my alarm for like 4 a.m. or something because luckily airport stuff in Korea is so fast. Like you don't have to go hours in advance to get through TSA and security and all that stuff. They're very efficient in Korea. I miss that. I got my taxi, headed to the airport. Mind you, I still got on my I had this Monster X hoodie actually. It said Monster X on the back and had like the X logo on the front and down the sleeve. I think it said Monster X or Trespass or something. I probably smell like soju still. I got my glasses on and my mask. I just don't want to be seen. Luckily, the flight is only like 45 minutes to an hour from Jeju to Seoul. So I landed at like 7:10-ish, took a taxi from the airport straight to my typical bus stop and got straight on the bus to go to work. And I was like, oh no, it's okay, chicken me up. I told my mentor teacher, oh my God, I'm gonna be late. The traffic is so bad. I'm like, no bitch, you were just hungover, stuck clubbing in Seoul, but don't tell her that. She said, it's okay if you're a few minutes late, I will start teaching. I was like, great, thank you so much. So I'm going straight to my school. with my overnight clothes in my bag, smelling like soju, hungover. Not a good time. So luckily though, after all this, like I used to have to meet up with my mentor teacher like 8:20 a.m. and she would pick me up and take me to the school because I had like 2 different buses I had to take to get to school. So there was like the long one that picked me up pretty much right in front of my apartment, and I was on that bus for like an hour and a half. I get to Bisokori and my mentor teacher would pick me up there so I didn't have to walk like a 10-minute walk up to catch a bus going the other direction because it was kind of a waste. So sometimes when there was legitimate traffic, I would just go and take that second bus. So that's what I did this day too. I actually got to school. Usually I'm due to start teaching at 9 a.m. I probably got to school at like 9:17. I believe in miracles. And the kids were excited because I decided to make it like a movie day. And I was like, you just have to make sure that you pay attention to the colors you see, to the words you hear, because I'm gonna ask you questions. So just had it be a movie day that day. And then I saw this Snapchat, and I think you can still see that I'm wearing my Monster X hoodie still, and I'm just dead. I'm just out of it.
I do gotta say, I am very grateful to my friends who packed my shit for me when I was passed out. I don't even remember what happened. They tied my hair back for me while I threw up. It's the first time I just didn't remember what happened. They got me some tea to help me with my hangover, because I literally had to come from Seoul straight to my school to work. Like, bruh.
So yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean it was, but looking back now it's hilarious. And that is the story. I'm going to do my comment shout outs now, and then I'll get to the giveaway stuff. So the video I'm going to be reading comments from is my Namjoon Sexy Moments reaction, where I literally forgot to breathe midway and I just blushed the whole time and I drank a lot of water. So this first comment is from Janae. Cece singing Black Swan be like, 모든 빛이 침묵하는 바다, yeah, yeah, yeah. 길이는 내 발목을도 잡아, yeah, yeah, yeah. Me on the other hand, 모든 blah 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 blah, yeah, yeah, yeah. 길이는 blah blah, yeah, yeah. Like, how do you do that? Practice. 연습할래? Next one is from Min Honey. I'm dying. The teacher and the student joke. I'm gonna need you to finna stop. LMAO. I'm just saying, I would love Namjoon to teach me things. Thunder pops. Namjoon out there throwing out thirst traps at us casually. Me, oh damn, I think I ran out of holy water. And I see that you guys are using the emojis in the comment section. I didn't know you have to do that. Is it Liz Marie? I'm sorry. I know you from Discord. I think it's Liz Marie. When you said you really like Namjoon, I felt that. I meant that. I possess computers. I have a hard time believing Namjoon is real. Like how? 나도 몰라. Tandy M. LOL, literally throughout the whole video, I'm like, same girl, same. Y'all are my people. Ruby Kata? Is the N silent? I can't read, I'm sorry. I did not know I was going to be attacked like this, but I do not mind. I'm happy to be of service. Vaughn H. I was dead when I saw the way he looked at the Grammys. He is so fine. Y'all, to this day, that is like my favorite all-time, forever Namjoon look. I don't know if it's the slick hair and the denim and the daddy. I just love the whole look. Danny Doe. Okay, maybe watching this video at work wasn't a good idea. I wasn't prepared for the Jungkook J-Hope sneak attack. My legs gave out. When your legs don't work like they used to before.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
And this last comment is from Aaliyah Adcock. Namjoon looking like a snack. 4-course meal. I need an inhaler and I don't even have asthma. Mr. Kim Namjoon, you're killing us. Good thing he got the medicine. I'm not sure what the skull emoji plus the crab emoji is supposed to mean, but I feel the rest of that. So if you made it this far in the video, you're probably wondering about the giveaway. Got some Korean skincare stuff here to give away. So what had happened was, Skinstar is a really cool page that I found on Instagram on a whim. I messaged them, I was like, can I try out one? And they didn't really give me like any guidelines or ask me to promote it necessarily, but I wanted to because it was, see, I got another one back there. I really like the stuff in there. So in the following month, I got an email from DHL saying that I had a package coming from Korea, and I'm like, I didn't order anything. And it's another Skinstar box, and this was in August. At this point, stuff is just kind of piling up back there. So then I posted on Instagram, you know, my clear skin, and I got a question in the comments, hey, how do I order from this site in English? So I messaged them. People are asking how they can order from this site in English. No response. I just got another email from DHL saying I had another package from Korea, and that's this. I don't, like, it's too much. I figured I should do a good old giveaway, and I'm gonna show you guys what's inside. You got this Clive retinol lifting ampoule mask that's in there, plus little like tweezers to get it out, I guess. Centella under eye cream from Pure Heals, this Essence Herb tea tree oil, Clive retinol lifting ampoule, pretty packaging, a Pure Heals Centella 70 cream mask, bam, BRTC the first ampoule essence intensive treatment hydra barrier pribome complex. This feels heavy too. And this Essence Herb Tea Tree Foaming Cleanser. Yeah. If you would like to win these goodies, here's what you gotta do. So I'm gonna need you to, what can I have y'all do? So like this video, leave a comment on this video, follow me on Instagram, and show me a screenshot of you doing all of that, and you will be officially entered in the running to win this SkinStar box. I'll probably have this run until like October. It'll be 2 weeks from today. So this giveaway will close October 10th, 2 weeks from when you're seeing this video. I hope, if I edit on time. I figured that should be enough time to get you guys to participate and try to win. Also, so there's not too many people applying, because I really feel bad only picking one person to win, but I guess that's how giveaways work, right? But I'd love to do more of these, and you guys can check out SkinStar on their Instagram. So this video seems long. I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.